Lightning crashes, a new mother cries. Her placenta falls to the floor. The angel opens her eyes. Confusion sets in before the doctor can even close the door. Lightning crashes, a new mother dies. Her intentions fall to the floor. The angel closes her eyes. The confusion that was hers belongs now to the baby down the hall. Oh, now feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it, I can feel it. The lightning crashes, a new mother cries. This moment she's been waiting for. The angel opens her eyes, and pale blue-colored iris resolves the sun, sends the glory out too high. Oh, now feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it, I can feel it, I can feel it. I can feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it, I can feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it, I can feel it, I can feel it. All right. Oh, wow, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons and Natasha. That was brilliant, buddy. Hey, thanks, man. You too, sweetheart. Oh, get out of here. BOOZHOO Gakina Awiya. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and What's the name of that band? That was from the, it was Lightning Crashes from Alive? Live? Yeah, what were they called? Live? It's weird we can't remember. But yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah, so welcome to the podcast. Let's see who's here, sweetie. Jody's here. Joan wants some booze. Joan! Joan, do we need to have a talk? We think you have a drinking problem. No, she was saying BOOZHOO. Yeah, I know. BOOZHOO, Joan. Let's get a gold star for Joan Frame. Joan Frame gets a gold star for being first in class. BOOZHOO, Joan. And Wigglebutt Farms here, sweetie. Well, hi, Wigglebutt. How about a silver star? Silver star for Wigglebutt Farm. Mino Gigaje, Wigglebutt. Have a seat. Sit down. We're gonna talk about some stuff today. Yeah. And of course, Wally Bear is here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Wally Bear. BOOZHOO, Niji. Would you like a cup of coffee? Sweetie, we got some coffee for Wally Bear? You got it. I get the old lady to make some coffee for you. Nah. Oh, that's really good. Makere mush kiki wabu, sweetie. You like my black medicine water? Yeah, I love your black medicine water. It's love medicine. Hey, Tesoros de Tomas is back. The bullfighter? Yep. Well, hi, Tesoros. How you doing, Tesoros? The matador. We just decided somewhere along the line that Tesoros, at least part-time, is a bullfighter. I don't know why. I just got that feeling. Sometimes you know when you know. Oh, man. I like this song. Used to be able to play it on guitar before I went to the bass. No kidding. We should get together and jam. Yeah, it's a 3-chord song. Lightning crashes. Lightning. That's our Ojibwe word of the day, sweetie. Inabiwin. Lightning. Inabiwin. Yep. A flash of lightning. Wasese. Wasese. That's a pretty name. You want to name your kid Wasese? Yeah. Flash of lightning. I heard that like in Hebrew or something. Barack Obama means fallen angel or lightning striking earth or something. Really? Probably not. What do you mean? I feel like I heard that, but I think I got the story wrong. I think it was a bunch of Republicans who wanted to find a connection in the Bible that said that Barack Obama was a fallen angel. Wasese, flash of lightning. Or Inabiwin. Inabiwin. And if you hear the thunder, sweetie, Anamakika. Anamakika. Benesi, the thunderbirds. Anamakika, it is thundering. God of thunder and rock and roll. Do 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 do. The spell you're under will slowly rob you of your virgin soul. Oh, such beautiful music written by Paul Stanley. Huh, Paul? That's right, Nanaboozhoo. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Stanley from KISS. How you doing, people? Whoa. Feeling good? I feel great. I've got my coffee, and the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Yeah. Remember that time you did that Folgers commercial? That's right. We rocked it. Yeah. Paul Stanley, everybody. So, what else is going on, sweetie? Well, were you going to talk about the word of the day? The Ojibwe word for Monday? Yeah. Monday. Ishqua anima egija good. Ishqua anima egija good. You know what I think we need? What's that? More gunmen in bell towers. What? Yeah, like that song, Tell Me Why I Don't Like Mondays by the Boomtown Rats. Yeah. That's all about a guy who climbs up in a bell tower and starts picking off people with a gun. Yeah. And when he got caught, they were like, why did you do this? Why did you shoot all the people from the bell tower? And he just says, I don't like Mondays. Well, why do you want more of that? Well, not because for shooting people, but for shooting UFOs over Michigan. Yeah, what's going on there? I don't know, man. Apparently UFOs are invading Lake Michigan. The Air Force has got to get out there and shoot them down. They can't even describe what they are. But they say, they have no propulsion system. Like, how can you tell? We're being invaded by aliens, sweetie. There's no such thing as outer space, baby doll. Yeah. They should have did this in the 80s. If they're going to fake an alien invasion, to like usher in martial law or something, but like, yeah, hey, remember that time there were UFOs over Michigan? Oh, the aliens are here, so you all better stay indoors, wear your masks, get a vaccination or something. But now too many people know that there's no such thing as outer space, that outer space is fake. So the alien invasion isn't going to work. Yeah. I mean, it could just be they don't have to say it came from outer space. Yeah, they could claim maybe those UFOs came from underneath the lake. Yeah, what about that? Yeah. Maybe aliens they live in the sea, and then there's like under the sea, there's tunnels and stuff, and they fly through the tunnels and come out of Lake Michigan, only to get shot down by the brave American fighter pilots, the Top Guns, the Tom Cruise. You don't think Tom Cruise had anything to do with shooting the UFOs out of Lake Michigan, do you? I don't know. You can't prove that he didn't. That's true. You can't prove that Tom Cruise had nothing to do with it. Oh, everybody laughs at Scientology until there actually is an alien invasion. Now we all need them to fight the aliens. That's right. Thank you, Hollywood. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? We got a caller on line 2. Oh, really? Caller. BOOZHOO. Hello. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air. Oh, hello, love. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh, hello, Queen Elizabeth. Yes, I can hear you just fine. Oh, hello, love. I'm calling from heaven, I am. Oh, that's right. You passed away. I keep forgetting. Hi, Queen. Oh, hello, Natasha. How are you, dear? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. What can I do for you today, Queen Elizabeth? Oh, I was wondering what the Ojibwe word of the day was. You want to learn the Ojibwe word of the day? Oh, lovely. I was watching a program here in heaven, and I want to learn the Ojibwe word of the day. Oh, well, I'd be happy to help you. Well, here's a little phrase. Lots of times on our show, we'll start the show, we'll say, Mino Gigajeb Gakina Awiya. Mino Gigajeb Gakina Awiya, innit? And what does that mean, love, in English? Well, in English, that means, good morning, everybody. Oh, good morning, everybody. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? How do you say that one more time? We say, Mino Gigajeb Gakina Awiya. Mino Gigajeb Gakina Awiya, love. Well, good morning, everybody. And good morning to the BOOZHOO crew. I says the Queen Mum I am. I'm calling from heaven. Want to say hello and good morning to everybody I do.
Well, that's great. How are things in heaven?
Oh, they're lovely. I was having a cup of tea with David Bowie when I called.
You're having a cup of tea with David Bowie?
Oh, yes, he's a lovely lad. We're having some tea. You want to say hello to David Bowie?
Yeah, put him on.
Oh, okay then, dear. David, Nanaboozhoo wants to talk to you.
Oh, all right then. Hello, Nanaboozhoo. It's me, David Bowie. Hello, David Bowie. How nice to see you.
Hi, David Bowie.
Hello, Natasha. How are you, dear?
I'm doing great.
So you're having some tea with Queen Elizabeth in heaven on this Monday morning? Yes, we often get together up here in heaven. We have some tea and play a bit of chess. You know, I'm quite an avid chess player now. Oh, really? You're playing chess with the Queen? Yes, she's quite good. You know, she was the Queen of England. And let me tell you, she learned a thing or two about, strategy and planning ahead. I mean, she's quite a bright woman indeed. Okay. Eric Carr called in yesterday from KISS. Oh yes, Eric. He's a friend of mine up here. In fact, he's playing drums in my group. Is that right? Eric Carr is playing drums for the David Bowie band.
Oh, that's so cool.
Who else is in your band? Well, I have Jim Croce and somebody else on acoustic guitar and rhythm guitar, and of course the world-renowned bass player, the former bass player who was so loved and sadly passed away, is now my bass player up here, and his name is, of course, oh doggone it, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't think of a single bass player who's died. That's not horrible. How come nobody cares about bass players? That's the final insult. It really is. You know what it's like, Wally Bear? Yes, well, he's quite a good bass player. And if I can remember his name, I'll call back. But if you don't mind, I think I should get back to my company, the Queen Mum, Queen Elizabeth. Oh yeah, of course. So there you go. Well, here, David, do you remember how to say, I will see you again in Ojibwe? Well, let me see. In Ojibwe, don't you say, Gi gawabamin minawa? That's right. We say, Gi gawabamin minawa.
Gi gawabamin minawa, David Bowie.
Well, Gi gawabamin minawa, Natasha. Oh, that's so cool.
You know what? I love it when he calls in.
Having tea and playing chess with the Queen. You know? And they watch a show in heaven.
I know, that's so cool.
Yeah. Ki go up a man, minawa. I will see you again, David Bowie. Keep the tea warm. You know, I'm getting up there in age. Won't be long.
Don't talk like that.
Hey, Sequoia Hummingbird's here, sweetie.
Hey, bonjour, Sequoia.
What's going on? Tesseros wants to know, how come you never talk to Freddie Mercury? Yeah, we haven't heard from Freddie Mercury. He's in heaven, isn't he?
I sure hope so.
Maybe he's not. Michael Jackson calls in, so I'm pretty sure everybody gets in heaven. If Michael Jackson got forgiven, I think there's a good chance we might hear from Freddie Mercury in the future. But I don't know, maybe he doesn't watch the show. You know, he was gay. You know, maybe that is a thing. Maybe he actually isn't in heaven. I don't know. Sorry. You can't have it both ways, gays. You can't be on the Grammys worshiping Satan and then just assume that you get into heaven. You know, don't make us say it out loud. It's rude. It's rude to have to say out loud. Yeah, hey, by the way, you guys, you're not coming to heaven with the Queen and David Bowie, all right? You know. But I don't know. It's not my place to say who's going to heaven and who's not. What? Nothing. But today's Ojibwe word of the day. Actually, you want to hear another song? I want to hear another Michael Lyons song. Yeah, okay. Here, our next song. Let's do Mr. Bojangles. A man, Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn out shoes, silver hair, a ragged shirt, and baggy pants, into the old soft shoe. And he jumped so high, then lightly touched down. I met him in a cell, I was in New Orleans, when I was down and out, and he looked at me to be the eyes of age as he spoke right out. And he talked about his life, life laughed back instead. Said his name, Bojangles, and he danced a lick across the cell, grabbed his pants for a better stand, so he jumped so high, and he clicked his heels. He let go a laugh, then someone asked him, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. And he danced for those in minstrel shows and county fairs across the South. And he said with tears of 15 years how his dog and he would travel around. But his dog up and died, he up and died. 20 years later he still grieved. Said I'd dance now at every chance in honky-tonks for drinks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause I drinks a bit. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask him, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance, dance. Thank you very much. Miigwech ga bizin da wieg. Thank you for listening. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons singing about a gay guy. What? Yeah, that's what Tesoro says. I didn't know that. Yeah, come on. A guy who dances for tips. That's pretty gay. Mr. Boy. Actually, that's one of the saddest songs I ever knew. When he talks about his dog. He died 20 years ago. I know. He said with tears of 15 years how his dog and he would travel around. But his dog up and died. 20 years later, he's still grieved. Yeah, there's no time limit on grief. There's no qualifications. You know it when it strikes you. When you're grieving the death, it could be the death of your pet from 20 years ago. When people lose their pets, lots of times they always say the same thing. They're always like, oh, I know he was just a dumb dog, but he was my best friend. Like people are going, hey, quit your crying. It wasn't a human being. It's like, nope, we get it. Totally get it. I think animal deaths are actually more painful than human deaths. Yeah, I think they are too. Yeah, but people are always like, I know he was just a cat, but nope, you don't have to explain. I get it. You traveled the south with your dog. Yeah, you got connected. It became your world and part of your heart, and then your heart died. Now he grieves. Mr. Bojang. And I think that's what's behind him being such a drunk. You think so? Yeah. He's sad about his dog dying, and that's why he drinks. Because at the end of the song, it's, what's he say? But most of the time, I spend behind these county bars because I drinks a bit. The county bars aren't bars like you drink in. They're the jail bars. Oh, yeah, huh? Yeah. That's a brilliant song. Anyway. Okay. So what else is going on in the news? Well, the Super Bowl's over. What a game. What a game. Oh, that was so satisfying and well worth my time, money, and effort. We didn't even watch the Super Bowl. Oh, that's right. I couldn't care less about the Super Bowl. But apparently that was yesterday, huh? That's what I heard. Did they worship Satan during the halftime? Probably. Beyonce's pregnant. Oh, how wonderful. Is she having the Rosemary's Baby or something? Yeah. She's going to give birth to the Baphomet. But yeah, no, I don't care about football. So I didn't watch that. Is Riri going to hell too? Riri? Who's Riri, sweetie? Riri. Did the Chiefs win it? The Chiefs, that's racist. Quit. We're not a mascot. Washington Redskin Chiefs. Oh, really? No, I don't care. I'm trying to figure out who Riri is. Who is the halftime show? Beyonce. Do they call her Riri? Yeah, I think so. The Super Bowl. Oh, you mean the superb owl? That's what the Super Bowl actually means. Superb owl. It's code for their owl god. No, it's not. It's a Freemasonic ritual. Actually, chess is a Freemasonic ritual. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. Maybe the Freemasons stole the chess chessboard. But that checkered chessboard's on all the Freemasonic stuff. Anytime you see that in art and whatever, you know, oh, it's a Freemason thing. Prego without marriage. 2. Riri is Rihanna. Oh, Rihanna. Is Rihanna going to heaven? Oh, of course Rihanna's going to heaven. But she's having a baby outside of marriage. Oh, guess not. Sorry, if you heard it from the theologian here. I don't know. I wouldn't presume to know what keeps you out. I think worshiping Satan in any way is going to keep you out. All right? I don't think that's a forgivable offense. But I don't know. Is every murderer going to be going to hell? I don't think so. But it's hard to believe that I'll be going to heaven and when I wake up, I'm going to be surrounded by Hollywood stars. I'm going to be like, what? Doggone it. This is heaven? The halftime show performers and me? I'll be mad if I wake up in heaven and Madonna's standing there. Yeah. Like, what? I hardly think this is heaven if I've got to spend eternity with Madonna. There's got to be some exclusive, you know. But I don't want to say Madonna is going to hell because I don't know. I hope I'm not going. But, you know, it's not up for me to decide. They say someone else will judge me, my life. And that's right. On Judgment Day, I better be ready to defend how I lived. It's like, well, I spent a lot of time doing a podcast, Our Father. Yeah. You know, I sang some songs, told some jokes. Gave some money to a homeless person the other day. Went to church. Yeah, I had some playboys in high school. I didn't ask you to be watching me when I sleep. Anyway, baby doll. You want to get up there? Yeah, I can get up there. Do we have any more music? We actually do. You and Michael singing Don't You Forget About Me. Oh, yeah, from The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. I haven't really talked about The Breakfast Club in a while. We could. Why don't we do the song and maybe you can talk about The Breakfast Club. Okay. Up next, the lovely and talented Natasha and Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. You ready?
Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out. And love's strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. I'll put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. And will you recognize me? Look my way, but never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Don't you try and pretend. It's my belief we'll win in the end. I won't harm you or touch your defenses. Vanity, insecurity. Now, don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I'll put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me.
Don't call my name. Don't you forget about me. What was the guy's called? I forgot. Na, 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 na. I think they were called Simple Minds. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone and dancing, you know it, baby. I'll be alone dancing, you know it, baby. And I'll be dancing with myself, oh-ho-ho-ho. Oh-ho-ho-ho. You ever dance by yourself? And then somebody walks in the room. Don't you feel stupid? I'm like, what are you doing? Nothing. I was just trying to perfect a moonwalk. Billie Jean just came on and I found myself dancing. Oh-ho-ho-ho. Yeah, The Breakfast Club. I can't think of any other movie that sort of represented the summer of 1985, of that period. There's a movie about cliques, but at the time we didn't have the term clique. That's like a French word or something. Oh, clique. But it was sort of unspoken that in school there were different groups, different types of people. And you spent some of your teenage years trying to figure out, what type of person am I? Am I an athlete? Am I a stoner? Am I a theater person? A speech and theater person? Am I a smart kid? Am I a bad kid? You know? Am I a rock and roll fan or a country fan? There are different groups depending on what kind of music you liked. Oh, I don't listen to country music. I can't hang out with you guys. I wouldn't enjoy drinking your cheap beer and listening to country music. No, thank you. I will be listening to Duran Duran and drinking wine coolers. Thank you. I'm from the other side of the tracks. Oh, I'm a lady. I do not drink. You know, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Go back to your stock car races, rednecks. No. I listen to David Bowie. I'll be drinking wine coolers by myself. There's like a hierarchy, a social order in alcoholics. Alcoholics who drink wine are really in denial. They pretend it's not the same thing as the guy who's drinking. Oh, what was that guy? I saw a guy on the road yesterday and he was drinking a bottle of vodka or something. And it had, I think, like an Indian word on it. Like, was it called firewater? Did it say Ishkode or something? But I could tell he didn't know if I was Ojibwe or Dakota, because he was like, hey, he goes, do you have a Chundi? And I went, Chundi, that's what they say in Belcourt, right? That's not the Ojibwe word for cigarette. Chundi. I think it might be the Dakota term for it. But then when I gave him one, he went on his way. He was like, oh, miigwech. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Yes, I do know what you're saying. I, too, speak the language of the Ojibwe. My senior year, I was a metalhead. Wore leather, denim, and drove a Camaro. Berlinetta. My uncle has a country place no one knows about. He says it used to be a farm before the motor laws. And now on Sundays I elude the eye and hop a turbine freight to fall outside the wire where my white-haired uncle waits. No. La-dee-da-dee-dum. Yeah, metalheads. A lot of metalheads also drove motorcycles. You have the muscle cars and the motorcycles. Country guys drove pickups. It's like, what's the connection between the music and your form of transportation? Na 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 la dee dee da dee dum. Na 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 na. Well, how can you only watch tomorrow with its promise of something hard to do? I wonder if we're being invaded by aliens. You better watch out. You better get right with God. I'm going to put on my tobacco and say a little prayer. Asema. Tobacco. Get you, Manadu. Utapana niwi asema. Great Spirit, accept my asema, accept my tobacco. Miigwech ka iji kakina keku. Ka iji chikean nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Taka we took a wishin, ando minaway ishi gigashipa. Please help me to speak well this morning. Miigwech ka ishi bamadasiyan. Thank you for my life. Dash miigwech ka bisandawiyeg. And thank you for listening. Ni miigwechu and dem gitchamanadu. I'm grateful, Great Spirit. Apenge. Amen. Wally Bear gets it. It's got a couple of aliens down there. There's a star man waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. For just a minute, when I became a globe denier, when I stopped believing in outer space and light years and other planets, For about 5 minutes, I was like, well, that's a relief. I don't have to worry about aliens anymore. I used to be afraid of gray aliens coming in the night and abducting me. But then it occurred to me, well, just because there's no such thing as other planets and outer space doesn't mean those gray aliens don't fully exist. We don't know where they're from. We don't know who they are. Maybe they're time travelers. Maybe that's how humans evolve in the distant future. Everyone looks like that. All hairless, genderless, big black eyes, big brains, scrawny little body. I mean, isn't that kind of where we're going? One gray, nondescript race. You can't tell the boys from the girls. Are they all boys in the future? I don't know. Those gray aliens got long, skinny arms. Got a size 10 waist. I mean, flying over Michigan. Oh, sure, realist. Thank you so much, Miigwech. We really, not only do we need it, we really appreciate it. Thank you for your very generous super chat. Miigwech for the great show, music, and chip chat. Miigwech. Good job, thank you for supporting us through the BOOZHOO crew and our super chats. If you'd like to support the show, give us a super chat. We also have links in the descriptions to our Patreon, PayPal, and GoFundMe sites. And Michael Lyons has books for sale on Amazon.com. One of the books we don't really talk about that much, but if you're teaching Ojibwe, this book actually would work as a quick reference guide for any beginning Ojibwe language class. It's just, if you want a page that has all the days of the week in one spot, Ojibwe, what are the rules of the vowel system? One page, everything is, there's some coloring book pages. But this is at Amazon.com. Check that out. That really supports the show too when you order books from Michael. But yeah, so here we are, another beautiful warm day. I mean, you can hardly blame the aliens for wanting to invade. This is a beautiful place. Maybe they're from Mars. You've seen what Mars is like. It's a red rock. No. But who knows? Who knows what it is? You can't trust what you hear on the news. Oh, it's a Chinese spy balloon. We knew it all along. Did you, though? And then there's more UFOs. Oh, no, these aren't spy balloons. We know that much. We blew it up. It's really? I heard one person kind of go, is the U.S. Air Force in the habit of blowing up stuff they can't identify? That's what they did. Don't be afraid, anybody. Super Bowl's on. It's just an alien invasion. We got it. We got Tom Cruise and Goose. They're going to fly up there in their planes, shoot down a UFO. Don't shoot. Haven't you guys seen E.T.? Don't shoot down the UFO. We got to become friends. In the Star Trek Next Generation movie, when they go back in time to first contact, and the first time an Earthling achieves warp speed, achieves absurd speed, they come to Montana. They come back in time to Montana, probably to this year. I don't even know. Maybe this is the year of first contact. And it's not first contact with somebody who lived on a ball thousands of miles away. Don't give me light years. There's no such thing as a light year. But maybe they're the water people. Maybe the people live underground. Maybe they're peaceful. Or maybe they're demons. And we're all in real trouble. I don't know. Wally Bear, you still have your auntie doing your taxes? Would you give that woman a break? This year, instead of burdening your auntie with all your paperwork, why don't you grab her paperwork, go to H&R Block and say, Auntie, you've been a good auntie, but this year, let me take care of the taxes. You get an accountant. I know what you mean, though. We go to a professional accountant for our taxes now because we have our own business, the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. So once a year, we got a call the other day from a lady. Hey, you guys want to come in do your taxes? I'm like, not really. Don't I have till April to put this off? But we get to write off a lot of stuff because of the show, like our rent. Oh, about some lights for the show. Can we write that off? Then you gotta find the coupon or the receipt. But there you go. In any case, I appreciate you keeping us afloat. Get you wanna do. I suppose I should go back in. It's quiet out here. It's too quiet. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Bonjour.
Hi, sweetie.
You ready to come home?
Yeah. Can you teleport me back?
You got it. Let me lock in on your coordinates.
All right.
And let's see, that's 1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1. No.
Ta-da! Hey, welcome home.
Thank you so much.
How was it out there?
It was beautiful. It's nice and warm. I think it's going to be another one of those days where you think it's going to become spring.
Yeah. I noticed that there was a lot of dripping off the roof.
Yeah, all the icicles have finally melted. Thank you, global warming. Cheer up. What's the guy's name?
Al Gore?
Cheer up, Al Gore. Some of us are cool with global warming. Oh, let me fix myself. Woohoo! So, what are we talking about around here, fellas?
No, not much.
Do you think we're under attack by aliens?
No, I think it's a psyop.
A psyop? What's that?
A psychological operation.
A psychological operation.
Yeah. I don't know what they're planning or what they're doing. Something's going on.
Yeah.
But I think they're just trying to freak us out. This is, I don't know. They are planning something. War or something worse.
Are you scared?
Terrified.
Yeah, me too. Well, what can you do?
Nothing.
Yep. I think I'll just sing and dance my way. If the world is going to end, there's nothing else I can do about it.
John Sabé says it's a false flag operation.
A false flag operation? You mean like...
Don't say it.
You mean like that thing, and that other thing, and then the other thing that you can't say on YouTube because they're false flag operations and you'll get censored and your channel will be taken down. But we all know what I'm talking about because it's fake. Thing is, there are still people who just don't believe anything's fake. It's so hard to convince people. Why would they lie? Well, I think for a lot of people, they can't see. They're not liars, and so they have a hard time even believing in liars, let alone that they're believing in a lie. Yeah. But yeah, I would love to talk about that one thing. Rhymes with Brandy Cook. Yeah. Rhymes with. Anyway. So many things are stupid about that story. But you can't say anything. Because they'll Alex Jones you. Yep. Conspiracy and other crypt. Yeah, I get it, John. We are of like minds. No. Well, what did we learn today, sweetie? Oh, by the way, Surrealist came through with a big old super chat. Hey, thank you so much, Surrealist. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Did you talk about lightning? Not much. Inabwin, lightning. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. Although I met a guy who's been hit by lightning 3 times. Really? Yeah. He's got like white hair on the top of his head. He keeps getting struck by lightning for some reason. I'm like, I didn't even want to be his friend because I'm afraid I'd stand too close to him. Yeah. And then there is, what's they say? What's they say? A flash of lightning. Ooh, and a flash of lightning. And then didn't talk much about thunder. Ooh, lightning. The way you love me is frightening. I better knock on wood. Anamikika, thunder. Benassi are the Thunderbirds. Benassi also refers to just any big bird. Like, wouldn't Big Bird on Sesame Street be called a Benassi? He'd be a Chi Benassi. He'd be a great big bird. Great big bird. Chi Benassi. Big bird. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? You want to take a call? Well, for sure. Who is it? Line 2. Line 2. Hello, caller. Let me shut this off. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air.
Natasha, it is I, the Count. Count Von Count.
Well, hi, Count. Welcome back to the show. Sweetie, it's Count Von Count.
Hey, Count, how you doing? I am doing very well indeed.
So what's going on? What can I do for you?
Oh, I was watching your program, and you've got me so scared. What if the aliens are invading our world? What will I do?
What do you mean?
Have you not heard the news? There are UFOs above Lake Michigan. And what if they want to abduct me? I am too old to be abducted. I do not want to be probed.
Just relax. I don't think anybody is going to probe you. Remember that, like in the 80s? Whenever somebody got abducted by the aliens, they get probed.
Yep, well, they have to know what was going on up there.
They give them a free colonoscopy. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Michael thinks it's a psyop. John Sabe Milan thinks it's a false flag. It's probably just some lies from the government. I don't know why they're doing it, Count, but don't be afraid. You know, it's probably, it's probably fine.
But how can you say that?
Well, for one thing, you're undead. What's the worst they can do? They can't kill you.
That is true. Unless they put a stake in my heart.
Yeah, unless they put a stake in your heart or drag you out in the sun during the day. There's not a whole lot the aliens can do to you personally.
That is true. Natasha, you have made me stop being afraid of the aliens. Thank you, my dear.
No problem. What else is going on?
Oh, but I'm afraid of so many other things. I have such anxiety, you have no idea.
You have anxiety?
Every day I wake up and I worry. I worry and I worry. What if I go out in the sun? Not only do I have to worry about sunburn, skin cancer, I have to worry about burning into ash. You have no idea.
Yeah, no, I guess I don't have any idea.
And what if I cannot find the precious blood to sustain my life? I am like a drug addict with blood.
Yeah, that can't be cool.
So I worry and I worry. And what will happen to me if Sesame Street goes off the air? How will I pay my rent? Do you know how expensive it is to heat a castle?
You live in a castle?
Yes, of course. But every month the heat is like thousands of dollars. I can handle it so long as I am on Sesame Street. But if I lose my job, what will I do, Natasha?
I don't know. You'll be all right. Just don't worry. Here's something I learned. Here's a little bit of Auntie Natasha's wisdom but we gotta go. If you're always worried about something, Count, you might be taking things for granted.
What do you mean?
Well, I know it's harsh to say this, but they say you can either have gratitude, ni miigwetchiwendam,
yes.
Or you can be worried. So my advice would be start writing down, make a gratitude list. Start writing down, numbering, see how many things you can find to be grateful for.
Let's see. Well, I am grateful that I still look so young, even though I am hundreds of years old.
Yeah, you got beautiful purple skin. You don't look a day over 40.
Yes, it's true. And I have so many wonderful friends here on Sesame Street.
Yep, you got lots of friends.
And I can change into a bat.
You can change into a bat. See, those are 3 things.
Oh, and let's see, what else and sometimes I can think I can change into vapor. Did you know that about vampires?
You can change into vapor?
Yes, in the old books they would tell that we could change into vapor. Nobody does that anymore. I wonder why.
I don't know. But see all the things you have to be grateful for? Don't you feel less anxious?
It is true. I feel so much better. Thank you so very much, Natasha. But I must ask you just one more thing.
What's that?
How can I say goodbye in Ojibwe?
Well, we don't really say goodbye, Count. We say, Gigawabamin Minawa. I will see you again.
Gigawabamin Minawa.
Yeah, you Gigawabamin, Count. The Count.
Yeah, I think you really helped him.
Well, he suffers from anxiety, and it might just be too much coffee.
Yeah, sometimes too much caffeine can get you wired.
Yeah. Well, Michael, do you think it's time we mahjong?
Yep.
Maja, to leave. Majada, let's leave. Mahjong. Castlake Res way of saying it's time to mosey on. But unless you have something more you want to add, oh, I'm good. Just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, miigwech got bisandawi egg. Thank you for listening. Dash miigwech gonna wabi egg. And thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Oh wait, we have a thing here. The podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This over here is Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist and my personal guitar player. Ekadon! Kikawabamin Minawa. Say, I'll see you again. I'll see you again, everybody. Kikawabamin Minawa. And over here is NANABOOZHOO. Okay, miigwech. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin Minawa. How